Hey everyone! Today we are tackling a huge childhood milestone, the very first set of wheels. In this explainer, we're going to break down the absolute best ride-on toys for 2026, helping you find that perfect ride for your little one. Let's jump right in.
Picking the right ride-on toy is about way more than just, moving from point A to point B. It's really about helping them build motor skills, sparking all that amazing imaginative play, and giving them their first little taste of independence. So the big question is, which toy actually helps them on that journey? Let's check out the top contenders.
First up, we've got a fantastic option for the littlest toddlers, the ones who are just finding their feet and are so ready to get moving. Okay, so the Push and Ride Racer has this super clever 2-in-1 design. It actually starts out as a walker with a really supportive push bar, perfect for those kiddos just finding their balance. Then, once they get a little more confident, boom, it becomes their first ride-on toy. And that low seat, that's a great touch. It makes it so easy for them to get on and off all by themselves, which builds so much confidence.
Now, what really makes this thing stand out is the age range. It starts at just 9 months old. That's one of the earliest entry points you'll find into the world of ride-on toys. It's really built to support those super important early stages, from standing up to taking those first wobbly steps.
All right, next up, for the kid who looks at a sandbox and just sees a future job site, we have the officially licensed Cat Excavator. This one is all about getting their hands dirty with interactive play. This toy is totally designed for immersive, imaginative fun. I mean, that front bucket isn't just for looks, it actually digs. You pair that with an interactive steering wheel that's got music and a horn, and suddenly your backyard is a full-blown construction zone. It really gives kids the tools to bring their biggest ideas to life. So this one's recommended for kids 18 months and older, which is that perfect age where they're starting to get into more complex, theme-based play. You can bet this is going to provide hours and hours of fun for your little builder. All right, let's go from the construction site over to the farm. Our next toy is a total classic, and it's famous for one thing above everything else, being absolutely rock solid and stable. Let's have a look at the John Deere Sit and Scoot tractor. Now here's the feature that parents are going to love, that wide wheelbase. It's specifically designed to stop it from tipping over, which gives you so much peace of mind. And even though it's super stable, it's also surprisingly light, so it's really easy for toddlers to steer around furniture or obstacles in the yard. And would you look at that weight limit? 60 pounds. That is the highest on our list today, and it just screams durability. It tells you this tractor is really built to handle some serious long-term playtime. Okay, next up is a toy that just perfectly captures our modern world. It brings a very, very familiar sight right into your kid's playroom. It's the Radio Flyer Amazon delivery van. What makes this van so cool are the accessories. It doesn't just look like a delivery van, it works like one. It actually comes with 3 little Amazon boxes, and inside each one is a little wooden toy. So kids can load up their packages in the storage under the seat and go make their deliveries, just like they see happening in the real world.
This one's recommended for ages 2 and up, and it's just perfect for that stage where toddlers love to mimic what the adults are doing. It turns an everyday thing into a really exciting game of pretend.
All right, our final contender is a magical spin on an absolute icon. Let's take a ride in the Little Tikes Fairy Cozy Coupe. The pure genius of the Cozy Coupe has always been how it adapts. When the floorboard's in, a parent can easily push it with the handle on the back. But then, when your kid's ready, you just pop the floorboard out and it becomes a classic foot-powered car. Plus, and this is a huge deal, the front wheels spin a full 360 degrees, which gives it amazing maneuverability. They can turn on a dime. And look at that huge age range, from 18 months all the way up to 5 years old. That's a massive part of why this toy has been popular for so long. It's a toy that genuinely grows with your child, giving you years and years of play.
So we've seen a bunch of amazing options, right? A versatile starter for the little ones, a construction toy for the builders, a super stable tractor, a modern role player, and a fantasy classic. Honestly, every single one is a winner for a certain kind of play. But there is one model for 2026 that manages to take all the best elements, versatility, fun, and longevity, and roll them into one ultimate package.
And so our top pick for 2026 is the Little Tikes T-Rex Cozy Coupe. Yes, this is an Amazon exclusive, and it takes that classic, beloved Cozy Coupe design and gives it an awesome prehistoric upgrade.
So what makes this dino-themed ride our #1 pick?
Let's break down exactly what features push it just ahead of all the other amazing competition.
So why does it win? Well, it really comes down to these 5 things. First, you get that brilliant dual-mode play with the removable floorboard for both parent pushing and kid powering. You also get that amazing 360-degree front-wheel steering. But here's where it really pulls ahead, the themed play. The T-Rex spikes and decals are just so cool. Then you add in all the fun little details, like a working horn and a clicking ignition key. And finally, with its rugged tires and huge age range, its longevity is just undeniable. It just checks every single box.
Okay, so as we start to wrap things up, how do you make that final decision for your family? Let's take one last look at our top contenders and really zero in on their biggest strengths. Now, even though the T-Rex Cozy Coupe is our top pick for being such a fantastic all-rounder, that doesn't mean it's the only choice. Not at all. If your absolute #1 priority is safety and stability for a younger toddler, the John Deere tractor is an amazing option. And if your child is just obsessed with copying what they see in the world, the Amazon delivery van offers a really unique and fun role-playing experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Because really, it all comes back to this. The best toy isn't always the one with the most bells and whistles. It's the one that best supports your child's own personal journey. It's all about empowering them to explore, to pretend, and to build that confidence on their own terms. So, whether they're going to be racing, or digging, or farming, delivering packages, or roaring back to the age of the dinosaurs, the only question left is, which adventure is your little one going